Hey.
RCC, you're probably screwed.
All right, very coordinated beginning of the game once again from Team Zimbabwe.
Both teams have pretty decent.
Pretty decent. Oh, this could turn into a loop-de-loop where they both like do a counterclockwise rotation around the jungle.
No, but it does look like they're gonna meet.
That was an suboptimal path to get to where they are, though. That was really
They've been
slow.
watching every game. They know they're 5-man stacking.
This could turn out really bad for Team Zimbabwe. Oh my God, five-man taunt.
5-man taunt.
Actually,
And
it's
are they
4.
still gonna get the first kill? Is Team? Oh,
Team Zimbabwe popping
Zimbabwe?
up. No, Olaf's killing everybody.
Yeah,
Olaf's
this-
getting like
this is
really
bad.
big. Yeah, this could be really
that
bad.
was
So this has bad. So they just got aced, except for
Yeah, it was a 4. Except
Hopeless
for the
probably raging at his team for being really bad.
well met, dude. The BM is incoming.
Well met.
Before
Oh,
the game, they told
that man's a paladin player.
Yeah, they told us that we'll see you in grand finals, Team Screamers, and then Nathan before the game and Champ Select was like, "See you in grand finals," like in quotes or whatever. Like, so he's like, "Yeah, it's just this is a BM. The BM's gonna go back and forth."
Yeah, there's some salt here. That was a really bad start. They're already down 2k gold. That's insane, honestly. Okay, so the lanes that are impacted most: mid flash down, top flash down, jungle support flash down. I think the best thing for Olaf to do is just camp top. Darius is an easy gank with no flash. So this could be a big Shen. This could also be a big Ahri if he camps mid.
Whoa.
So this is the third game in a row where there's pre-minion fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty normal. It's just whether or not there's actually kills. Ooh, he hesitated on that. Those
I
are
don't want you guys to give a
very bad,
strategy.
very bad skills by both of those players.
Or do you just
Depending.
Like, to be safe?
It depends on comps. Like they have Thresh, so they're like, okay, we got
Thresh
this.
is a good invade champ,
but
but
they had Shen taunt and like I don't know, Lulu Q, Olaf axes. Yeah.
yeah, Olaf is tough. Those axes did tons of damage over the game. All right, so let's see where Olaf goes for. He's going for actually Rek'Sai's red, which looks to be working out because Rek'Sai's not there yet, especially if Rek'Sai goes for Raptors first. Let's pan over here. So he's getting that while Rek'Sai's at his Raptors. Looks like he gets out free, and he's going to gank this. This
Here?
looks like a sad gank right here. I don't know if Rek'Sai can make it in time to counter gank. No, he's still on the Raptors. Yeah,
That's
this looks like a kill
on-
to me. No flash on Darius. He's going to get some healing off, but that's not enough. Yeah, this is a kill. Can he get the counter kill onto Shen? No, he can't.
Maybe if he was level 6. But he's level 2.
Yeah, you got the 5 stack. Okay, so Victor, AFKgg running himself out of mana once again, as usual.
Trading mana for health though.
Hey,
Rek'Sai's gonna try to
this.
gank
Let's
mid.
look at this gank setup. Rek'Sai does not have flash, and Victor does not have mana, so this is a tap master gank right here.
The tap gank.
Yeah,
BMing our own team now.
yeah.
It goes both
Throwing
ways.
shade at our own team.
They're both
Oops. No reason to go here. They're both them now. Ari has to waste mana on wave clear. Victor does not have to waste mana, so if he uses any mana on the wave right here, then that's probably a bad decision.
I'm sad, dude.
Yeah, he does need to be wary of this gank right here. Olaf did not go for it. Probably could. And we're going to reset. He should back. Actually, no. So what Victor needs to do here is he needs to focus on making Ahri back. And then after he does that, he needs to freeze the wave under his tower. Because he has teleport and Ahri does. Oh, actually, Ahri does have teleport. So actually, this is kind of awkward, but honestly, Victor should not be up that far with Olaf.
No.
2-0, 3-0,
3-0.
and when he
two
has no
assists.
flash. So I think he's just getting lucky by not getting ganked because he can't see Olaf.
This game's still not over for Team Hope. I still have faith in them.
No, they have really good teamwork skills.
Yeah.
And I think once they make it out of lane phase, they'll be just good. They'll do just fine. Shen has 8 farm.
Yeah.
Why?
Hero C7's doing a really good job.
Why does Shen-
freezing the wave where it was, and then like just harassing Shen Shen just taunts out every time he goes for a trade.
He has a chain vest already. Okay, Thresh needs to go for something eventually. They're gonna lose this lane to it. Like, If they just keep letting it be like this. Okay, not now.
It was forced, but
minions.
Rek'Sai's here.
Okay.
He can hit the hook if he has it.
Rek'Sai's
which I
flash
don't think
now.
He has it.
But Lucian and Lulu both have flash up.
Ah, that was a little.
And yeah, it's too forced. So yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was saying. That's not the best time to do it because top lane has teleport up. They're going into a minion wave. Makes it harder to. Yeah. Oh, triple kill. Okay, now this is looking pretty bad.
Yeah, now it's gonna be hard to come back. That was really bad. I think they might have been a little tilted just because of what happened early. They wanted to force something, and it just was a little too forced because they didn't have vision. Olaf just comes in and wipes everyone out.
I think the worst part about that is that Hopeless died. I think he's the backbone of the team, and him losing momentum is way more important than just bot lane losing momentum.
Right.
It detracts from his carry ability, honestly.
And his counterpart has 3 kills already. That doesn't help him to get to
Right.
be relevant in this game, and he is their carry.
I think he's going to lose any 2v2. Like any counter gank that Olaf finds, or he kind of loses his ability to counter gank himself. You know, like
Right.
if Olaf's ganking a lane, Rek'Sai can't really counter gank it anymore because he's just too behind, and so are the lanes. They're going to lose that every time.
The only, I guess you could call it a ray of light is top lane because like he's doing a good job harassing, and Shen doesn't look to be capitalizing on anything. He's
Okay.
taunting out of that Ahri ult.
Was that the first ult? Okay, if that was like the second one, then we missed something. Okay, that was the first. That's a really bad Ahri play. That was one of the worst things I've seen today.
We're boring. You want us to scream?
That was the worst thing I've seen all day.
Did you hear?
No, that was
Maybe we shouldn't ban that guy's Ahri.
Yeah, that was bad. Like crazy bad. He wasted his third one to go in, and so he had to flash.
No.
Well,
oh,
the
he
worst
flashed
one was
out.
the first one, and then the second worst one was the last one.
The first worst one was the first one because like
Yeah,
why would you
'cause
even-
that didn't
you
get-
had
he-
no
he, like-
maybe fat finger
He
R.
like R'd in place and then missed his Q, but his Q wasn't even in range after the R. And the third one, he just wasted his flash with that. R in, flash out. Darius is AFK or just BMing. Oh my god, he's popping off. He's level 7. This
That's what
actually
I'm
could be a
saying.
kill.
Like I
that
said-
could have been a kill. Darius misplayed there. If he just
How?
kept autoing and then flashed under turret for the last auto and ulted, guaranteed kill. Ult does like 40% of his health there. He has okay,
5
look, he has
stacks.
chain vest.
And that's it. No health.
And Darius does true damage with his R.
Yeah.
So that was a missed kill opportunity by Darius for sure. But it's fine. He gets a lot of pressure off that. He makes Chen miss a whole wave. Let's see what's happening bot here.
Hits the hook.
That's a nice hook. Can you get Flay under just one tower shot?
That's the bad part. I hate that matchup, the Lulu Thresh. But it works out. They actually. Oh.
That was an interesting teleport. Worked out. Really bad boosted movement by Lucian. He flashes over the Kate trap and then rocks back into it. Not optimal gameplay, honestly. AFKgg gets out of a mid gank. Olaf's not using this lead as much as he possibly could, honestly. He got that one gank top. He could have gotten more.
Right. He's been he hasn't even been farming that much. He's tied with farm with Rek'Sai. So I don't know where Olaf's been.
Being too conservative with his lead. Actually, if you take a look at Olaf's items, he doesn't really have any combat stats. He just bought CDR boots and Smite.
So the gold isn't too swayed in that. Oh, well, here we go. Can't be
Okay,
slow.
can they 2v1
pops.
this? They should be able
If they
to.
wait, yeah, okay, he gets a 99% slow reduction. They could.
Don't get greedy for this. You shouldn't get greedy. All right, that's fine. Olaf wastes more time and health. He has the back now. Pretty greedy by Olaf.
Yeah, really greedy.
Loses a lot of momentum for that.
By Olaf. That wasn't close, but they
There's
might
no
be
way-
able to get bot turret
No,
off.
no,
of.
Caitlyn's staying. She's out of mana, but there's no way they can take this tower. Now,
Yeah, red team won last one.
meanwhile, Hopeless is taking the entire topside jungle of Olaf, gaining a lead. He's got a 4 CS lead.
I'm still on the
Catching
gold
up in
value.
gold.
Yeah.
They could have gone for Dragon there since Olaf has no mana and he had to recall.
He's still going for the double Doran's Victor. Is that good?
That's fine. It gives you enough mana regen, and if you can't afford your If you can't afford your Hex Deck core
your first
upgrade
back.
on the first back, then you might as well just get Dorns and Boots. Perhaps Darksteel's better. Maybe he just doesn't know about that. But when you're behind, maybe Dorns is better. I don't know. Darksteel's really nice because it sells for a lot of money compared to how much you buy it for. It sells for like 290 and you buy it for 350, so it's really efficient to just like buy it and sell it later.
The Shen is playing pretty poorly too. Like every time Darius tries to harass at all, he just
look
away.
at that CS lead up in the top lane.
Yeah, it's really
he
bad.
might actually lose them this game.
Yeah. But they might have just picked the Shen just for the ult, but I don't know.
Bot lane's honestly hanging in there pretty well if you're looking at the CS and items. Caitlyn has a really smooth build path so far, considering that they've died and they've been behind. Like
really nice gold when she recalled to be able to afford the BF. And
right,
Seal.
we've seen in past games where we've been stuck on like Boots first with double dagger, or like pickaxe, just those like poverty items. Oh my ham!
Nice, that should be a kill.
This Thresh
but
is a god.
We'll see how much damage Olaf can put out.
Oh no! See, that was a good counter gank. That's what Olaf should have been
close.
doing the whole
Okay,
time.
got it. What?
He didn't get it. Did he hit a minion? Oh no, he got a Lulu shield.
No, I think Shen ulted down. Wow, that was a really good engage by Team Zimbabwe.
Really
but
bad Victor ult.
Just a great counter gank by the Olaf.
If they can get Dragon off of this, then it's still a good play. At least they didn't lose too much. I don't know. That was pretty bad. That was really well played by Blue Team.
It does look like they're just going to go for the first tower bot instead. But actually, they got the Darius. They got the tower top already. So Lulu stays around, does flash the stun from Victor. Hopeless does
really
take
good,
him out.
Really good dive.
Ari teleports behind and cleans up the fight.
Well executed dive, but probably overstaying. They probably should have just gone for Dragon.
Nathan takes one for the team and stays behind to die.
Sick Lantern.
Pretty good.
Friends showing us memes behind the camera.
Only the dankest. 11-3. It's funny because like the last two games we saw Zimbabwe like looking like the blue team
completely dominating,
but they're still only down like 1K, 1.5K
gold. That's insane.
That's
actually.
insane.
Team Zimbabwe is up by like 6K at this point against the other teams.
Oh, Thresh trolling? Or being
Flay?
a god?
Flay?
No. He used it. He missed.
Cool. Okay, so I think Darius has to carry this game for sure.
Darius is up twice as much
This
CS.
guy's Black Cleaver. Okay, that was a good
heal.
heal. That was a really good heal. Heads up play by the autofilled 80 carry player.
They do. Okay, most of their gold is coming from that first tower. Okay, he got this. He's got this. I'm cringing a little bit, but I think he's got it.
No, Olaf. This is just efficient because he attacks faster.
Right. His passive is when he has low health.
Nice, efficient gameplay. Well played, Olaf. 406. Finally got a Cinder Hulk, so he's actually got some tank stats. I'd like to see him get a Black Cleaver or some sort of damage item, maybe even a Sterix Gauge next. Because, I mean, it looks like he's going for either Black Cleaver or Trinity Force now with that Phage buy. Most likely Black Cleaver. Just a synergy with the Cinder Hulk.
It is kind of a shame that all the kills for Team Screamers are on the carries. I guess it's a good thing for them.
Yeah. We're not biased here, but we definitely want Team Zimbabwe to win. They're our pals.
No biasism.
Biases.
No biased? No biasness?
We're unbiased.
Yeah.
Except for we definitely want one team to win more than the other.
Another weird ult. That wasn't her first one. That would have been a fine first ult tick, but that was her
first one.
No, that was her last one.
Oh. What did she do? That's bad. Okay, I kind of want to watch this. No. Maybe we shouldn't ban Ari. I mean, she's 303.
But it's mostly because of the early. Thresh is unfortunately dead here. There's not much you can do about it.
Yeah, did they not see Olaf coming in time? They had
probably
that warded.
They didn't react fast enough.
They probably just had bad map awareness there. Team Zimbabwe is getting the Rift Herald for this, though, so maybe they can close up some gold lead here. I wonder if they know that they're not getting bodied. Like, the gold difference is actually only 1K. They need to play around.
Shen goes in to suicide. Well,
Shen's
Ari's
dead.
Here, but Shen's dead.
Yeah.
Ari should get out, too, before he stacks his ult. Okay. All right.
He does have flash.
They can actually just put it top because
Yeah,
Shen's
let's-
dead. Get a free.
And there's 3 bot.
Yeah, tier 2 tower.
Or maybe even an
put
in-hit
it
tower.
mid.
They can maybe even get in-hit tower. Look at that. No. Everyone's backing on time.
We'll see what happens here. He's not going to pop it. It doesn't look. Or it looks like he's not going to use it.
I suggest holding on to the Rift Herald for a minute or two.
This Darius is a monster.
He is now, yeah. He's doing really good. I feel like the Olaf should have camped Darius more.
He was. Oh, he summoned it now? I don't think he knows how to summon it.
Yeah, I don't think he knows the mechanics. This is really bad.
Well, it's
This
just
is a
gonna
potential
ignore.
lead thrown. Potential advantage wasted.
How much damage did that do to it?
Oh, that's so sad.
It is sad. Well, they might get mid out of it.
Yeah, well, I don't like that play.
Well, gold lead still isn't out of reach. It is 12-4, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they did come back.
Yeah, this gold lead's honestly negligible.
The only thing they need to do is wait for Olaf's ult or make him use it defensively.
Let's see what everyone's saying on gold-wise. Olaf honestly doesn't have any gold. Why is that? He's almost got Black Cleaver. Something just fell.
I'm sorry. My bad.
Cool. So yeah, Lucian got Ninja Tabby. I don't know how I feel about that.
He's playing like it's patch 5.8 or 7.8. Oh, that hook was dirty. If they pop her, okay, forced her ult out, killed her.
Nice.
Shen goes back in.
No one blocked the Caitlyn ult.
This is a
Can
great
Darius
fight
pop
for
up
Team
here?
Zimbabwe. Another
Oh,
hook. I don't
nice
think they can
hook.
follow up on
Oh,
Shen.
and Merc Treads mitigated the follow-up on that one. Wow. And now, with this potential tower take, we still got some action.
All right,
oh my!
Shen is gone. Oh, just kidding. He still had flash. That was really nice.
Summoner heal burned as well. All right, well, Team Screamer definitely showing that they're very capable of throwing a gigantic lead.
They're only 200 gold down now, 100 gold down now. So the gold lead is pretty much
Gone.
gone.
Now it's just a matter of if Team Screamer realizes that they don't have a gold lead anymore, and if Team Zimbabwe realizes that they're completely in the game. Because they could go for some plays here. Like, they're winning these fights. They're gonna win 100%.
The gold's dispersed pretty. It's all right. Caitlyn doesn't have that much gold for her team. It's mostly on Darius and.
Yeah, I remember when we were saying Caitlyn had that smooth build path. Look at her build still.
Yeah, it's still the
It's
same.
the same build as it
How much
was like
gold
5
is she
minutes
sitting
ago.
on? Oh,
2.3k, but yeah, she's definitely back. That's like half of her total gold in her inventory right now. Is that enough for IE? It is, right? 3,600, 1,300.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2,300.
2,300.
She got IE.
Cool. I'm a genius. I'm an AD carry player.
Since season 1. Hey, Qatar, are you watching? Are you checking out? I want you to point at me like 12 seconds later if you're watching this.
Is our audio on for the whole group?
All right. Rek'Sai catching out Olaf, but he's in over his head as it's a 2v1. But looks like Victor and
Rek'Sai's
everyone's
actually pretty
collapsing.
fed.
Olaf ults in. Can't really hit Victor
Thresh
anymore.
flaying
Thresh
the
is
Olaf
staying in
with his
front of
ult
him.
on. That's really not a good choice. Oh my god, he's going to get triple stunned. Okay. Is this going to be a solo kill? That was a lot of
Wow,
damage.
that did a lot of damage. This is a solo kill.
That's dead.
He's going to bleed out.
Well played by really making up for. Okay, so in the last game that the last match that these two teams had versus each other, Team Screamer, they played Kog'Maw, and Hero C7 chose Gnar. No memes. He actually chose Gnar, and he built Thornmail versus that in order to mitigate the damage. But that is not the best way to play against Kog'Maw.
No, that is not.
Because Kog'Maw does not primarily, but
Mixed damage.
very mixed
True
damage. Like,
mixed damage, magic damage.
yep, all sorts of damage. And Thornmail is not efficient. You kind of got to build mix of everything.
Thornmail just gives like a little bit like armor, and then it has the passive where auto attacks will do damage. Back
And
to them,
I've
but-
had intel from inside sources on the team blaming Hero C7 entirely for that loss.
Right, yeah. We have heard that.
In fact, the team played perfectly, and besides that build,
Yeah, the team played perfectly.
and it was no one's fault but Hero C7. So,
He's
luckily,
making up for it this game.
yeah, he's making up for
Oh,
this
that
game.
hook was dirty right after the hook to hook, shoop to boop.
Shen ults
and
on
he's
Lucian.
dead.
And yeah, that was a bad Shen ult. If Zach was their Shen or Qatar was their Shen, then he would have ulted someone else. So yeah, it looks like this lead has been sufficiently thrown.
Right.
This game's basically...
It's not basically over. I still think that the Screamers can come back.
Okay, so their win con is they need to...
Baron, a
be
throw
able
of
to
Baron could happen.
They need to be able to CC Darius. So Darius is building MR. They need to be able to CC him long enough.
Ari
to kill
and
him.
Lucian should be able to kill him if they just focus them together. And
Ari's,
that's their
Ari's
only
still
threat.
fed. Arya is a very nice build right now.
When you called it when Darius was 0-2, but up 20 to 8 somewhere in sets.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how that happened.
Is that the unicorn Frappuccino, Javi?
No, they got rid of it.
Oh, they got rid of it?
Already?
I like how they aren't even saying the team names right. Yeah, it's I'm pretty sure it's like Zimbabwe and Screamers or something.
Yeah.
Nene.
Screezers and Xibalba.
Oh, they have an overlay for us
Yeah.
down here. Oh, the Screezers and Xibalba. There, yeah, we knew that the whole time.
Yeah, honestly, we were just guessing. We didn't really know.
See, that's what I was saying. They need to make the take that. Yeah, they need to make him use his ult defensively, and this is how they're gonna win the game.
Olaf really, Olaf I think is the main lead that they had, and they did a good job of throwing that lead with Olaf. He didn't apply enough pressure to the top lane especially, but also not mid lane. I don't know. He kind of tried some stuff bot. He did some stuff bot.
I honestly, if I could rewatch this game, I would, just to see what he was doing the whole time. Because like, Rek'Sai was staying even CS with him the whole time, and Olaf wasn't getting any more kills or anything like that.
I mean,
so.
he got a few.
He did. I guess he was just waiting for counter
The first
ganks, 'cause,
Darius,
like there
the
were
first
some clutch
Darius
counter
gank was
ganks.
great. That was
Yeah, the
exactly what
first
he
one
should
was
have done.
perfect,
His
yeah.
pathing towards Rek'Sai's red, like Olaf's early game was superb.
Yeah. All right. Well, what can team
Screezers, right?
Xibalba
Xibalba.
What can Team Xibalba do to close this game out fast, and what can Team Screezers do to help not lose?
Well, to close this game out quickly, they need to get Baron pressure right now, which looks like Team Screezers does have the advantage in Baron vision.
That could
And
have
they
been a
need-
way to
That could have been a way, yeah, for
for
them,
them to get back.
get back. They're down on 2K gold now. Like Team Screezers has gone down by 2K gold. There's a very nice comeback by Team Xibalba, Zimbabwe.
Led by Hero C7's Darius. I do think a pick around Baron is definitely a way to get them back in the game.
Sway the game one way or
Sway.
the other.
Yeah, sway the game. Yeah, because it's really not even that big of a gold lead right now. It just feels like
It could go either way. It's just
Xibalba's really far ahead. The flash is a little weird there. Where's he trying to get to?
away. Panic flash, honestly.
Right.
Okay, so that looked bad. I feel like blue team Screezers could have gone for Baron there,
Yeah, because they sent two bot.
but I could be wrong.
Rek'Sai has tunnels probably
Does he?
nearby. Is there a way to
I guess
check
there's
for
no way to
tunnels?
like know for sure because you can't just like check everything. But it looks like he doesn't.
Yeah, he has no tunnels nearby, so they probably could have just gone for it.
But there's no way to know for sure. He could have had tunnels in his own jungle.
Right.
So and Hero C7 did have teleport. But you don't have to kill yourself on the Baron. You can at least just bait out the teleport and ult, and maybe look for a pick. But that would've
They're just a
been
little far up on his own. He does hook the
He goes
the
in
Ari.
on the Ari, but
Makes
his
her
team's
use
not in
one tick.
position
Oh.
to follow up. So
Shenel saving the Olaf.
too ballsy by the Thresh right there. Not really accounting for his own
Follow-up,
team's
yeah.
follow-up. Just thinking, like, if I get a Thresh hook, they're dead, which obviously, as you can see, is not the case.
If Ari was closer to his own team, or if he was closer to his own team and hooked the Ari, they could have popped the Ari before he was able to use his ult or
Right.
get Shen ulted or anything like that. But
Yeah, the
nobody was
problem was there that Thresh was way ahead of his team.
there. Right.
And so not only was his team not able to follow up, but he was also extended past the safety of his front line.
It's funny though. They're still like, this is why it feels like they're so much farther ahead than they are, because they lose a member on their team and they're still pushing every lane.
Yep. It's just the macro play. A lot of teams undervalue minion waves. And that can honestly just like halt everyone up. And if they don't, if it doesn't halt them up, then they're losing a whole bunch of farm. If they don't have to respond to that, they're just getting underleveled, they're missing gold, XP, their turrets taking damage. Like, it's just all bad if you leave minion waves to hit your side lane turrets.
So 26 minutes in your ELO, like if you're the red team, would you say it's better to pink ward up Baron and then wipe them at Baron, or go to Baron, or like what do you guys normally try to do?
Here I'd probably, like, right now the #1 priority,
Vision control.
vision control of Baron. There you have options. You can either split push bot and look for them to collapse on your bot laner, and then you can just take Baron for free. Or you can go for a bait.
So like, we got a question as to if we were playing the red team, if we were on the red team, how would we play from here on out? And what we're saying is we would just get complete vision control over Baron, because all the lanes are pushing and they totally can just sweep all over Baron. And at that point, it forces like them to make a play. And if they make a misplay anywhere, you can capitalize on it.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
they don't have vision, and there's a lot of ways to like capitalize when they don't have any vision.
So Ahri and Lucian are huge threats actually here. Whether they can use all their items well is another thing, but I feel like in order for Team Xibalba to actually win team fights, they need to be able to get rid of Lucian or Ahri first.
That's going to be hard to do with an Olaf running at you,
Yeah, that's true.
with probably Shen ult on top of him.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, like,
Screezers late game actually looks pretty promising.
it does. Already get some good damage on Rek'Sai. It's decent damage, but they can't get anything off of that.
Yeah, not really.
Lucian's trying to hold down the Darius. This is
The Victor.
what?
You said the Darius.
Yeah, Lucian was down with Darius.
Oh, I thought that was Victor for some reason. I'm blind. Okay, nice rotation here to the dragon. He kind of collapsed on it before Team Screezers could even respond. I guess that's just a prop of being, or a perk of being on the red side.
Yeah, having the Co for Dragon's really good.
I don't get game audio unless you're unmuted.
What?
I don't get game audio unless you're unmuted. That's weird.
Really? When
When you're muted, I can't hear game.
Oh, that's weird. All right, well, like, this game has kind of just been stalling out a lot. Like, red team has an advantage. I don't know if they know that they have an advantage. I think they're scared to do anything. It just feels like nothing's really getting accomplished. Right now, they should just all group around this area, sweep all that, force them to make a play here. If somebody shows bot, they could rush a free Baron. But right now, they're just kind of trying to shove in lanes against an Ahri and, like, good wave clear.
I think it's actually pretty cool to send both Rek'Sai and top lane, bot lane. Like, Rek'Sai and Darius.
Back in.
Because, yeah, okay, that's really
That was
bad.
a really good pick.
I mean, that's really good for Team Screezers.
Yeah,
That's
could
Baron.
be Baron.
That's Baron for sure.
Darius could get in there and cause some havoc, but this is going to be probably...
He just canceled his recall. Looks like he's opting to just push bot.
Yeah, that's Baron.
So let's see if Hope can get a nice Baron steal here. There might be too much CC, but he does have the level advantage. He's level 15 to Olaf's 14.
He doesn't have any vision inside the pit right now, so he doesn't know how low... Oh, yeah, he does. He has a ward in there. Here we go. Let's go. 50-50 smite.
He needs to go now.
50-50
He needs to go
smite.
now.
He's not
needs
going
to
to
go
go
now.
for it.
Oh, he's trying to go with the Q steal.
All All right, well, that was huge for Team
Screezers.
Screezers. They can actually get a lot out of that.
Maybe they will see us in grand finals.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe they will.
Let's see what they get off that, because a lot of teams have trouble using their Baron power play.
The thing is, Caitlyn has a better late game than Lucian, but the player I don't think is as strong as the Lucian player. He's not an AD carry main. He's a mid main, so it could just be the fact that like Caitlyn might have a better late game, but she doesn't. If she's not doing what she needs to, she could.
Looks like Darius is going for a GA next. That's what I would. Yeah.
That's funny. You see a BF sword now, you're like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
he's going
that's
for
probably
GA.
GA based on the
That's
the
weird.
champion. Yeah, Darius with the Flame Horizon over Shen. Shen is super weak.
He has a Aegis.
Shen
Yeah,
is just an arm.
Shen's gonna get popped by Victor, honestly.
Yeah.
Like maybe not popped, but he's gonna take way too much residual damage to like be able to team fight effectively. He's a shield bot at this point.
Oh,
here comes the TPs for the escape. That's not gonna work.
I don't think he's dead here though.
Yeah, he's out.
They used a lot of resources to try to couch out a Shen, who's really far behind already. Meanwhile,
Olaf's
their
running
carries are
in
just
like a
gonna get
madman.
like dove, but
And they
nothing
got
really
out.
happens out of that. Darius does come in with the teleport.
Maybe he could have gone more ham for that. He did flash.
Wow, they do end up catching out the Shen.
So yeah,
in the
this is
end.
really poor
That
use of
flash?
Baron. They're not getting anything off this. Team's backing, like, regardless of if Team Xibalba gets any
But
like,
that was-
kills, but it doesn't matter because they're just saving off the Baron.
Yeah, but that flash on Rek'Sai is huge. That's one of Rek'Sai's only ways to get into a fight, and he just used it like really greedily for
Right.
nothing.
Yeah, there's no objective they could have gotten off of that Shen kill besides just stalling out Baron a little bit more.
So we'll
That
see
was
how
poor-
that comes to play
that was
later.
poor
Hopefully that
foresight.
flash doesn't come back to bite him.
Well, it's hard to know because the flash. Okay.
Well, I mean, flash would have been pretty good right here.
But that's not too bad either. And they're going to lose one tower off this. The main reason Rek'Sai needs flash is because Red Side's only initiation is a Thresh Hook or a flash initiation by Rek'Sai. I mean, flash is not necessarily 100% needed, but it makes it a whole lot easier. That was very risky.
Ooh,
Oh.
that charm landed. That was
Yeah, that was bad
Caitlyn.
positioning by Caitlyn right there. Very risky. So yeah, this is the one tower they're going to get.
With Baron,
With
which
Baron.
is actually crazy. They did a good job staving off.
And they had to get a pick for it.
Baron. Yeah,
They sacrificed 2 towers to get there.
they did sacrifice 2 towers to get the Baron.
Yeah.
1.5. Right, this one's not dead yet. It's close.
They took bot. Yeah.
You know, this game could have been a lot different if Rift Herald actually took anything.
Yeah, that was a poor Rift Herald.
Yeah.
Caitlyn's strong now. She has 2 attack speed items. So she can be pumping out some damage. She's
She
probably
should
about
get
equal
some
with,
lifesteal or some MR or something. Yeah, lifesteal maybe.
does she what keystone does she have? Is there anywhere for us to tell that? Not really, right? We can just look at her passives.
How do you get this back? Okay.
If she has warlords, then it might be fine. I don't know what Shen's doing up there.
I honestly, I don't know what they're doing half the time.
Yeah. They seem to just be going wherever their eyes take them.
Yeah.
33 minutes and not even an inhib down. It's pretty
Yeah, this game went really fast at the beginning, but now it's slowing down a lot.
like crawl.
34 minutes in, Baron has been taken, but not even an inhib tower has been taken or siege. So it's a slow game, but it's pretty good though. Pretty good. It means it's close. They're evenly matched.
I don't like Spy Pig's Victor build. I mean, it might be okay, but I don't think the Void Staff was really... No, Leandrews is okay, I guess. I don't think the Void Staff was needed at all yet. He should have gone for a Ludens.
I feel like Xibalba might be a little shook because you guys like the only opponents they've ever had, and they lost one earlier, so like, oh shit, maybe we can't do this or something.
Olaf got the Guardian's plate, so he's... Gargoyle plate.
Gargoyle plate. Gargoyle plate is an interesting item. When you read it, it sounds like it's going to be broken, but it doesn't feel broken when you're using it.
Because it doesn't give health.
It gives like a lot of health, but like
Oh, I thought it gave armor and MR.
no.
It gives
Oh,
40,
okay.
40 armor, 40 MR.
So
So
the
the-
active
yeah, the
of
active.
it gives a lot of health, but the
Or I guess
base
it's the passive. Because you don't activate it.
you activate it.
Oh, you do?
You activate Gargoyle Plate.
Oh.
When you
Sorry.
activate it, you do 60% less damage, but you get like 100% health shield.
Oh, that's how it is. No. Okay, I remember now.
Yeah, but it gives like armor and MR.
It's like less than 100%.
GA. It's GA. It's the replacement for GA.
Right, except for no invulnerability. Uh-oh, this could be really bad for Thresh.
He dodges the charm, which is huge.
This could be a good counter
This is a really
initiation.
good
They
counter
pop O off
initiation.
because he has no MR except for his Guardian Plate, actually.
Except if Rexa had flash, they could get in there probably,
Gargoyle
but
What can Team Xibalba get off of this? Can they get mid tower? They could maybe just tank mid tower. Because is that like
they
10%?
can catch out an Ari maybe.
They can catch out an Ari. That was a great flash. Maybe not.
That hook was gutsier. Worth it.
This is
That
all
was
worth.
it.
That was worth it.
A sports life for a fed mid laner's life is definitely worth it.
Maybe not if they can't get anything off of it. Like, like what was the reward for that? That was just trading 300 gold both ways. So honestly, it wasn't bad. It wasn't good. Because neither team is getting anything off of it.
Although not Zimbabwe, team
Xibalba
did actually get the gold lead off of that.
My dad with the very nice observation that Screezers do not know how to finish this game.
Neither team knows how to finish this game.
Yeah.
It felt like Team Xibalba was like really far ahead, but they didn't do anything with that pressure. They didn't take any towers. They just kept pushing waves in. Now that Baron's back up, though, things could get exciting here again. It looks like they're heading towards that way, trying to get vision
there's
of it.
finally an actual objective to go for. Let's see if I'm really interested to see if Hero C7 can go for the double flame horizon this game.
He's 50 CS off.
150. Yeah, he's got 150 CS lead versus Shen.
I just heard the jungler for Team Xibalba like pop off a little bit. It sounds like they're gonna
In a good way or a bad way?
in a good way. It could be a little spoiler to how things happen, but
In 3 minutes. You guys will forget about that by then.
Nice.
That's it.
Nice. Eh?
Oh shit, team fight happening. These Caitlyn traps are nice. And I think Team Xibalba should just stay on the other side of the Caitlyn traps.
This is what we were talking about earlier,
This
though,
is
right?
broken.
We were talking about how this is what you should do if you have the lead. You need to like get vision control and just sit there, wait for them to make this mistake. There's a mistake right there, and they capitalized on it.
Very nice.
That was very nice by Thresh.
Now stop, go back to Baron. Yes.
Perfect.
One person recall for Shen. It should be Victor because he has teleport.
They're playing it safe, keeping everyone there. They didn't have to. They could have sent somebody down to stop Shen because Shen's very weak anyway. But they did play it safe.
They do have empowered recall here, so they can all just rush down Shen. Maybe they can get a pick on him. Next Drake comes out in 2 minutes. They can probably siege mid lane before that Drake comes up. What is Caitlyn building? She's going for Last Whisper and then a lifesteal item? Like,
Maybe she just wanted the armor penetration of the Last Whisper, but now she's going like Bloodthirster or
that Last Whisper is
Death
definitely
Stance.
needed.
Yeah.
Lucian has so much armor. I wonder exactly how much armor he has.
With the GA and the tabbies.
136. That's a lot of armor.
Okay. So, yeah,
like
we
the
just
game's
got
over.
told that the game is over. We won't tell you
Wait,
who
we shouldn't
wins.
say that.
We
Yeah.
won't tell you who wins, but we're going to be in the finals next.
All right, let's see how this game closes out because I actually don't know who won. I couldn't infer.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we did spoil that this game ends within 3 minutes. Lucian's going to be so hard to kill in these next fights. With the GA plus all the armor, Caitlyn's not going to be able to do it. Rek'Sai's not going to be able to do it. Darius might be able to do it.
And they are building a decent amount of health over on the Xibalba side, so that Blade is going to be doing a lot of damage.
I mean,
I mean,
It makes
I
Blade
see-
more efficient.
Yeah,
but
it makes Blade
I
more
wouldn't say
efficient.
Blade's gonna be doing tons of damage. Like, look, that wasn't tons of damage versus that Rek'Sai. Darius is splitting bot. Looks like you might get this. Shen's teleporting down. Let's see if they can get.
Look,
a
they're gonna
pick.
collapse right here. That flash, okay, forces the Lulu flash. Darius is just kind of living. He's got GA.
Yeah, he's got GA. Let's see how this fight turns out. Lulu's down. Lucian's getting a juicy ult though. Oh, the Ahri goes down. That's really good for Team Xibalba. That's super important. Now, Lucian's the only damage threat left.
Okay, that was a good play. Forces the okay.
Shen
just stands
intentionally
there.
feeds. This might be the end of the game.
This
for-
is definitely the end of the game.
Let's see if they can properly finish this off. Yep, Lucian goes down, and that
Good
should be
game.
it.
Game over. Our boys take it.
Yeah, I'm super proud of our boys for coming
I'm proud
back
of
from
them.
that.
No bias, but a little bias.
All right, make sure you
Nice
stay
grand
tuned
final.
in.
See you in grand finals.
Someone
Dude.
else besides us will be commentating. Maybe no one will be Who would commentate?
I don't know. Nobody's
It's going to be grand finals between the two people who could the two teams who could possibly commentate.
Yeah.
So make sure you stay tuned in, watch that grand final. It's going to be hype while we slaughter them 2-0. And
They
until
have to
then,
reset against us too.
yeah, they have
so.
to beat us in 2 best-of-3s. So good luck. That's not going to happen. Until then, we'll see ya.
All right, guys, take it easy. Watch the next game.